Vincent van Gogh sold only one painting in his entire life. Just one. Today, his paintings sell for over $100 million each. How did a man the whole world ignored become the most beloved painter in history? This is not just a story about art. It is a story about pain, hope, and a brother who never stopped believing, even when everyone else gave up. Vincent was born in 1853, in a small village in the Netherlands. His father was a preacher, a serious man who wanted his son to follow a respectable, quiet life. But Vincent was different from the very start. He was restless. He felt too much, too deeply, for the world around him. As a child, he wandered alone through fields for hours, collecting insects, studying flowers, watching the sky change color. He didn't fit in with other children. He didn't fit in anywhere. His own mother later said he had a strange nature. Nobody knew yet that this strangeness was the beginning of something extraordinary. Vincent tried many paths before he found art. He worked as an art dealer in his early 20s, but he hated the business of selling. He was fired. He tried to become a preacher, just like his father, preaching to poor coal miners in Belgium. He gave away his own clothes and food to help them. But the church saw this passion as instability, not devotion. He was rejected there too. He fell in love more than once and was turned away every time. Every door in his life seemed to close, one after another. By the time he was 27 years old, most people would have given up completely. Vincent nearly did. But then, something shifted deep inside him. He picked up a pencil, and for the first time in his life, he felt he had finally found his purpose. He decided, at that late age, to become a painter. But he had no formal training, almost no money, and very little natural talent at the beginning. His own family doubted him openly. Yet he made a choice that would define the rest of his life. He chose to paint, no matter the cost. And the cost was enormous. He lived in true poverty. He often went hungry so he could buy paint instead of bread. His hands trembled from exhaustion and poor nutrition. But he kept painting, every single day, for 10 relentless years, teaching himself through failure after failure. There was one person who never gave up on him. His younger brother, Theo. Theo worked as an art dealer in Paris, and he sent Vincent money every single month for years. Not because Vincent's paintings were selling. They were not selling at all. Theo simply believed in his brother when no one else on earth did. Vincent wrote him letters almost every day, over 600 letters across his lifetime. In one letter, he wrote that he wanted his paintings to make people feel something deep, something that words alone could never explain. This quiet belief from one brother kept Vincent alive through his darkest, loneliest years. And then, finally, came the breakthrough. In just 2 remarkable years, living in the south of France, Vincent painted some of the most famous artworks the world has ever known. Sunflowers glowing like fire, starry night swirling with motion and mystery, wheat fields shining gold under trembling skies. He painted with fast, thick brushstrokes, full of raw movement and emotion. He wasn't simply painting what he saw in front of him. He was painting what he felt inside. Colors exploded across his canvases in ways nobody had dared to try before. This was his moment. This was the achievement his entire difficult life had been quietly building toward, one lonely brushstroke at a time. But greatness, for Vincent, came with a terrible price. He suffered from deep mental anguish, episodes of crisis that grew more frequent and more severe over time. During one devastating breakdown, in a moment of unbearable inner pain, he cut off part of his own ear. He was hospitalized, terrified, and profoundly misunderstood by almost everyone around him. Even his closest friends grew distant. Still, even inside the hospital walls, he kept painting whenever he could. Art remained the only thing that gave him any peace at all. In July of 1890, at just 37 years old, Vincent van Gogh took his own life, believing completely that he was a failure. He believed the world would forget his name within a generation. He was wrong. Today, Vincent van Gogh is one of the most celebrated artists who has ever lived. His paintings hang in the world's greatest museums, protected behind glass, studied by millions. Every year, crowds travel from every corner of the earth just to stand in front of Starry night and feel what he felt in that quiet, aching moment. His life teaches us something powerful, something worth remembering. Success is not always recognized while we are still alive to see it. Sometimes, the world simply needs time to catch up to a person's vision. Vincent never stopped creating, even when nobody was watching, even when all hope seemed lost. That quiet, stubborn dedication, more than any single painting, is his true and lasting legacy. If Vincent's story moved you today, carry his lesson with you. Never let silence from the world convince you that your work doesn't matter. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to Life Graphy for more powerful true stories of struggle, passion, and the price of greatness. This is Life Graphy, where real lives become real lessons. Which forgotten figure should we bring to life next? Let us know in the comments below, and we will see you in the next story.